Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Flawless Cooking and Baking channel. So, as you guys probably noticed, I have a theme going on here. So, we are dealing with the island, okay? I don't exactly know what type of leaves these are, but I love these leaves, okay? I love, love, love these leaves. So, today we are going to make a tuna melt made my way, and it is absolutely 100% delicious. So, we'll go ahead and start with the ingredients. We have smoked house cheddar, we have a red onion, we have a yellow onion, we have a tomato, we have sourdough bread, and I have two different breads because more than likely my kids are going to eat this type of bread. So I'm going to make it two different ways. So you have sourdough bread and then you have Texas toast, okay? And then I have real mayonnaise, sweet relish, yep, Worcestershire sauce. And of course the star, which is tuna, because we're making a tuna melt. Okay, guys. And then I will be right back to show you guys the other spices that we're going to use. Well, spices and, seasonings, basically. Okay, guys. So also, for as the ingredients as well, you're going to need 3 eggs. This is going to go in your tuna mix. And then you need the potatoes to make the homemade potato chips, okay? Okay, guys. So we have all duos. Garlic and onion powder, regular paprika and smoked paprika, and of course salt and pepper. Okay, so those are our spices or seasonings, whichever one you want to call it. Let's get cooking, guys. Okay, so we're gonna cut all of our vegetables and we're gonna put them to the side in this container. Okay, so this is the part where you be careful. Okay, normally my husband sharpened my knife, but he didn't get around to it this time. So if y'all see me cutting a little funny, that's why. Okay. These red onions are a little thick. Okay. And all of my onions and vegetables, they're all washed off, okay? Oh my gosh. This is super hard to cut. Thank God I'm done with this because we don't really eat too many onions, so this is actually good. Because my small children don't really eat a lot of onions, so that's good. Okay. So we're gonna dice these because this is what's actually going into the tuna mix, okay? And I don't really like these to be real thick. I like them kind of, chopped pretty small. And that's good. Again, we don't really do a whole lot of onions. Okay. Move those to the side. Okay. Okay, so I'm doing this because we're making a sandwich and I don't want the bread to be soaking wet. So you want to make sure you squeeze all the juice out, okay? Because it's going to be too much excess. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and pour our mix in the bowl. Okay. Okay, guys, so now we're going to add our onions. Okay. We're going to probably do a half a tablespoon of Worcestershire, just a little taste. Okay. We're going to add sweet relish. You want to put a nice amount of this in here. Okay, this may be a fourth of a cup. Okay. Okay, then we're gonna do our mayonnaise. Okay, now we're gonna do a heaping cup of mayonnaise, okay? Okay. Now we're gonna do our spices or seasonings. We say put about a fourth of a teaspoon to a teaspoon of everything, or half, I'm gonna say actually no, a half a teaspoon. You want it nice and seasoned, okay? This is our smoked paprika here. Just a hint. Our regular paprika. A hint. Then we'll do salt. Ooh, having a very hard time with this one. Okay, got it. struggling for a minute. You want to just do a little bit of salt. Gonna do some taste testing along the way. So my water is boiling for my eggs. I'm gonna put my eggs in there. That should be about 18 minutes. And this is something else too. Now you guys don't have this. This isn't something you can get in a store because I actually bought this from the deacon at our church. He makes this seasoning, and this is what we're gonna also flavor our potato chips with. It is absolutely delicious, guys. Absolutely delicious. We're gonna just put a little bit of this in there because it got that barbecue flavor. So we do want this to taste like a smoked tuna fish sandwich, okay? Yes, look. And that's the reason why we only put a little bit of salt because this is seasoned very well, okay? So again, this is called Mixology. And I can link his website below if you guys are interested. We're gonna just give this a good mix. Make sure everything is nice and mixed. Looking good and smelling good. And once we get this all mixed in, guys, we're gonna go ahead and add a hint of sugar, not too much sugar, okay? Now I prefer that you actually use cane sugar if you have it, but I ain't got it either right now because I used it all when I was on my little diet. But you can go ahead and use a hint of regular sugar, okay? So if you guys could see, looking pretty good. Just waiting on the eggs, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and add our sugar to this real quick. Just put the eggs in there in the boiling water, and they're gonna take probably about 18 minutes because I like them all the way cooked. So yeah, 18 minutes once the water is boiling. If you put it in just regular hot water and then throw it on the stove, it's obviously gonna take probably about 30 minutes, okay? So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle our sugar. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and mix it. Guys, this is gonna be one of the best tuna melts that you ever tasted in your entire life. And I'm not just saying it because I'm making it. The ingredients are well thought of. It is absolutely delicious, okay? Okay, so that should be good. Nice and mixed in. Okay. And once those eggs get done, you're gonna just put the eggs in there. And then toast our bread and prepare our sandwich. Now, I did want to tell you guys that you could add pickles to your sandwich, which is what I'm going to add. You can add arugula to it if you really want to be fancy. And then you also could add, or you could add romaine lettuce between that and arugula. I love arugula. I love romaine lettuce too, but I do love the taste of arugula. Okay. So those are other ideas as well, okay? So I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna cover it up. I'm gonna wait till those eggs are done, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting up my potatoes. Whenever I have a potato like that, I just cut it off. Because, yeah, I don't want to deal with nothing rotten. So we're just making our cuts for our potato chips. Because we're gonna do some homemade potato chips and that mixology seasoning that I told you guys about. Yeah, that is so good. I mean, when I say good, I mean good. Alrighty. Set that over there. I'm gonna rinse all that back off, but you guys get the point, right? Okay, so now we have all of our, can't talk. We have all of our potatoes cut up and washed off. So we're gonna use this, okay? And we're gonna cut them into potato chips, okay? Okay, guys, so before I actually start cutting them into potato chips, I wanted to show you that I did cut them down. Oh, got a piece of little onion. I did cut it down to about half because when we put this on here, you don't want this to be super big and bulky while you're trying to, cut this down like that. It's just gonna mess up. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna cut it into half or even this size, okay? Because it is so easy to cut your finger on this thing that it's ridiculous. So cut it, even this part in half. I'm gonna show you guys a demonstration real quick. So even like this, okay? Yep, because it's really scary. Okay, so that's kind of what we want to do, okay? Okay, now we're going to do just a few slices so that you guys can see how it works. Okay, so we want to press that down. See, it has these little spikes. Try to press the potato into it so that it stays once you cut. And then you just want to make sure it's not locked. Hold on. Locked. So I put it on 1, okay? You want to put it on 1 because you want your potato chips to be really thin. They don't take long at all to cook, okay? And then you just want to okay. So this is obviously going to be a bigger chip, but here we go right here. Potato chip slices, okay, guys? All right, I'm just going to finish up. Since I did show you guys the demonstration, matter of fact, I'll do one more. Okay, so again, you want to put it on there, press down. Okay, it's really not in there like that. But once you put this to it, it stays, okay? And be very careful. Take your time slicing. Okay. Your last piece always gonna look a little funny, okay? But yeah. So there you guys go. Okay, guys, so here are the potatoes all cut up into potato chips. So the next step is to get them all crisp. So we have to obviously put them in the oil, okay? It doesn't matter what type of oil you use. If you want to be on the healthier side, though, you want to stick with the best brand of olive oil that you can find. Uh, or you could use grapeseed oil or maybe a peanut oil, okay? Totally up to you guys. Or avocado oil. Actually, the top two oils would be avocado oil and olive oil, okay? Okay, guys, so now we're going to just cut all of our eggs up. We're going to cut them into small little pieces. Okay. And again, you want to be extra careful. Okay. Don't have to be perfect. It's going into the tuna here, and it don't have to be perfect. But make sure you get the eggs kind of chopped up nicely, because when we make our sandwich, you'll know why. You don't want all huge chunks of eggs just kind of hanging off to the side. Okay. Okay. Right. So now we're going to go ahead and add this to our tuna. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add our eggs to our tuna. Tuna. Okay. So get that nicely incorporated into your tuna. Okay. And that's what we want. Okay. Okay, so I have this already lit up. I already had it turned on, so I'm just gonna go ahead and butter. I don't know what this thing is called, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me. Okay. My brain sometimes don't be working well. Okay. So with this, you wanna go ahead and get that butter on both sides as nicely as you can. Okay. Get it on there. Okay. This is what we do to toast it, okay? So that's that, and we're gonna do that same thing again for our other piece of bread. Okay, that's nice and soaked. You put that to the back. We're gonna go ahead and use that butter on the other side, okay? And we're gonna put those side by side, okay? Okay, so I wanted to make a point. When you get done cutting up your potatoes and you make them into potato chips, or if you making fries too, always let them sit in water, because if you don't let it sit in water, it's gonna turn brown or pink, okay? So we get like a pinkish tint to it, okay? Okay. Okay. So it looks like we're all ready to take these out. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, so our cooking oil is nice and hot, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the chips in here. Actually, You gotta do them one by one. You have to make sure you separate the chips. So I'm gonna take this out. Okay. We're gonna do them one by one, okay? They're so thin that they will stick together. And I know you guys bought chips like that from the store. So this lessens the chance of them sticking together if we do them like this, which is a lot of work, real tedious, but you guys get the picture, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish popping those in here, and I will let you guys see it when it's done. Okay, so our potato chips have been in the cooking oil for about 40 seconds. And look already how they look. They're almost about ready to be taken out. I did put some latecomers in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just let it go ahead and finish frying for about another 30 seconds, and then I'm going to pop them out, okay? Okay, so our chips are ready to come out of the cooking oil. Okay, and I do have a bowl with the paper towels in it so that it can hold the grease. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is what they look like. Nice and golden, crispy, crunchy. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. We're just gonna pop them onto our pan here. I'm gonna grab that out. If I keep going, it'll come loose. Okay, so here are our chips. I'm gonna go ahead and season these up and pop some more here so I can finish making our dinners for tonight. But yeah, guys, this is the chips. Okay, so we're gonna use our mixology smoky barbecue seasoning. Don't want too much. Then keep this. Get over the chips. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Yeah, as you can see, they're all nice and crispy and crunchy, guys. Voila. There are our homemade chips. Okay, guys, so we're going to put our sandwich together now. Okay. And this can be made for 2 people. You can cut it in half whenever you use it on a sourdough bread, or if you use it on a Texas toast as well. Okay. That's good. Okay. So we're gonna add that cheese to it. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna add our tomatoes. Okay. And then we're gonna add our onions. Okay. And now we're gonna add our arugula. Okay. Okay. And now our sandwich is complete. We're just gonna enjoy this lovely, nice summer dish.